Hi everyone, this is Pastor Tim with this week's video update. On Sunday, August the 16th, a week from this Sunday, we are planning an outdoor service here on our campus at Grace Church. It's going to be out in the parking lot. It will begin at 11 o'clock. There'll be worship and song. There'll be a message taken from the Bible. There will also be, during that day, a number of baptisms. We look forward to this occasion to gather together outside on August the 16th. Speaking of meeting outside, there is a outreach coming to our area called UP City Fest. There have been a gathering of gospel churches from across the UP who are going to be hosting these outreaches that are going to be taking place in 6 cities in the UP. And on Monday night, August the 10th, it will be in Escanaba. It's going to be at the UP State Fairgrounds. There is going to be a 4 o'clock presentation and a 7 o'clock presentation. The gospel will be shared. There'll be worship music. There are going to be some other groups there who are going to be involved in this outreach. But our great hope is that for those of you who have a friend who doesn't know Jesus yet, that you'd consider the possibility of taking them to this. Now, this is the way you could secure a place there. There is a website called lifelight.org, lifelight.org, and if you go to a tab at the top of that home page, you'll see something that's titled, a link titled Gatherings. And when you hit on that link, there'll be 2 gatherings mentioned there, and you would click on UP City Fest, and you will be given directions as to how you could secure a free ticket. The tickets are free. There's no cost for them, but we need to do it this way so that we can stay within threshold limits, 500 at 4 o'clock and 500 at 7 o'clock. But be praying for this event. There are going to be, the gospel is going to be clearly shared, and we're hoping that there'll be a number of people who will hear the gospel, hear of what Jesus has done on our behalf at the cross and in his resurrection, and that there will be people who will say yes to Jesus and trust him by faith. Be praying for that event. I want you to know that on Sunday, August the 30th, here at Grace, following our 11 o'clock worship gathering that morning, there is going to be an informational church meeting where the elders and pastors will be before the church giving some updates on what's coming up as we look ahead to the fall. There'll be an opportunity for some interaction. Hope you can plan to be with us on August the 30th. And then I want to remind you again that our Grace Kids Children's Ministry is relaunching on September 13th. Be praying for all of the detail and all of the planning that's going into this relaunch. We look forward to, again, being able to roll out that significant ministry to children that's been a part of our profile at Grace Church. And then finally, this Sunday morning at both 8:45 and 11, we're going to be gathering for worship. We'll sing to God. There's going to be a children's message. And I am preaching this week and next week from the life of Daniel. This week will be in Daniel chapter 1 when Daniel was in his teen years. Next week, we're going to look at Daniel in his 80s. And from Daniel chapter 6. And we're going to see how God was faithful to Daniel through the whole of his life. As Daniel chose to look toward God, God ministered to Daniel and blessed his life. Well, that's it for this week's video update. Blessings on you, Grace Church.